Another video about a little problem I've had. I just made a video about the speeding fine and sending your driving licence back, but this one's about car parking fines. At one time you used to be able to avoid, well, just ignore the letters that you got from these car parking firms, because other than council ones, the rest of them had no power. Don't do it, don't do it. I've ignored 2 of them. I've had letters and letters and letters. I've got piles of letters. In fact, I'll show you. I've got them here, look. Absolutely piles of letters. That was from one, that was from another. Turns out that you've got to pay them. Don't ignore any car parking fine now. So if they send you a fine, pay it, because they've got, apparently this has happened without us knowing, but they've got much more power nowadays. And the reason I found out this was I did to be honest, I applied for a loan. I just needed an interim loan, only for a couple of months, just to help me out, because we got some expenditure coming up. Doesn't matter, I've raised the money other ways now, but what happened was when I applied for the loan, never been refused a loan in my life, but with my bank that I've banked with all my life, I'm 66 this year, 66 on the 25th, and it's the 10th today, May. Anyway, they refused the loan. I thought, bloody hell. So I went down to the bank, and you know yourself, you haven't got a local bank no more, so I had to travel a few miles into our local town, Stourbridge, and she said that you must have some kind of problem on your credit, so you got to do a check, like Experian or something. Anyway, I did a check, and sure enough, there was a CCJ caused by a car parking fine. Now, what you got to remember is the reason I was refusing to pay for this car parking fine, because I thought I was in the right. I pulled up, this was in Mere Green, Sutton Coldfield. I got Karen and I got my friend Roy with me. We were meeting some friends, Kevin and George, etc., for some drinks. And I pulled onto a car park in Mere Green, got out the car, walked to the you know, the information board where you have to pay and that, realised it was app based, thought, I'm 66, for God's sake, I don't understand apps. Got back in the car, drove off. That was what the car parking fine. Apparently you can get fined just driving onto the car park and then driving off. You don't have to stay there. If I would have appealed with the first letter that came through the post and said that I just drove on and drove off and I didn't stay there, I probably would have got away with it. So my advice is appeal the car parking. Don't do what I did, which was ignore it completely, because that's what you did. You just shoved it in the drawer and forgot all about it and waited for the next letter to do the same again. What you need to do is read the letter, and if you are in the right like that one, appeal, and hopefully they should send you a letter saying, yeah, you're right, you didn't stop there, we've checked the times, etc. So just, my advice is, don't ignore the letter, send an appeal off, and hopefully they'll stop it. If they don't, and they say you've got to pay the £60 if within 14 days or whatever, pay it. Don't shove it in the drawer anymore. They have got power. Car parking companies have now got power. Do not ignore car parking fines. That's my advice. Okay. Like I said on the last one about the speeding fine, if you haven't seen the speeding fine one, I've just done it. Have a look at that one. It's useful information. People need to know these things. They don't tell you these things until it's too late. And I've learnt the hard way. It's cost me nearly 500 quid in car parking fines because I was ignoring another one, but I've paid that now because of what's happened to me on this first one. So I'm not ignoring no more. I'll pay that 60 quid, take the hit, and which is a bugger, but there you go. And like I say, if you haven't seen the speeding one, check it out on our site. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And we've got couple of travel vlogs, videos coming up, quite a few. We got a 3-week holiday coming up, so keep your eyes out for that, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon in happier circumstances, hopefully. Bye.